playing Arizona.
What's Arizona?
We're playing Arizona today.
Oh. So we lost the first game with the Giants, huh?
Yeah.
Dean Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
See how this goes.
Yeah, why they do this dumbass shit. Let's hope people show up. I don't feel like dealing with an empty audience.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
So I just hope people show up. I don't feel like dealing with an empty audience today. I'm just not going to keep having these things if nobody wants to show up. So there's nobody in here yet, but until I see people,
Is it already 6?
it's not a 9 till home run.
I was trying to get these dishes done before you didn't have to listen to me.
Well, I ain't worried about it.
More dishes than I thought.
Earlier today, I was able to share this, and now I can't share it. It makes no sense. It's ridiculous.
Carroll, Perdomo, and those guys, they play. To finish the ball game. And a very well-rounded winning edition of Orioles baseball today. They had a couple of big swings from the Alonso. They got tremendous pitching from their one-team Kate Bowman that teed up the win. And the Birds are back above 500. So they take 2 out of 3 over the Giants. Well, that was a great all-around performance. Right there, got the on the board with that 2-run homer. Kate Bowman shut him down. We know they've had some trouble in the second inning. I thought that was a massive inning. The Orioles going 2-0. He shuts them down in the second. Alonso with a huge 2-out, 2 RBI hit. You know, you look at the top of the order. They accounted, the first 4 hitters accounted for 4 RBIs and 5 runs scored. You know, that is what they did. Kate Bowman, you tip your hat. 6 2/3, no walks. A terrific job of pitching all the way around. It was a team effort today. How about the hit count? 11 base hits for the Orioles today. 8 out of the 9 starters have a base hit. And the biggest swing of the ball game was early from Josiah. Well, this is an absolute rocket. I mean, this is what we all know. This is why he got a big time contract at such a young age.
Oh, man, my back
is electric. He is a beast. He's going to be an absolute beast in the middle of this order. Once he continues to grow, continues to mature a little bit, and sticks with that approach. That's his approach right there. Left center.
Where? What?
Journey went in there.
Second home run of the season.
I thought you said did Braden come in there? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Orioles can exhale a little bit. You know, they've had a couple of really nice victories. Bats broke down yesterday. Bullpen answering the bell. They got back on track with the depth that Kate Bowman got this afternoon. Tyler Wells that seals the deal. Goes to the Orioles get back-to-back wins to pick up a series victory over the Giants. They have now gone over the 500 mark. Orioles have won 5 out of the last 6, and a lot of it is credit to Samuel Basayo. His interpreter, Brandon Quixotes, is alongside. And Samuel, let's start with that big swing for you. How good did it feel to make the contact, but also watch the flight of the ball go out the opposite way?
Muy bien, tenía varios días que quería conseguir una excelente. Yeah, it felt really good. I've been searching for a hit like that now for a few days, but to get that one right there felt great.
But Sammy, obviously it's been a little bit of a struggle early on. Coming into the day, what was your approach against Hauser? You know, he's a single changeup guy. It looked to me like you were staying up the middle the other way. It was a beautiful swing. And also, how do you stay positive early on when things aren't going your way?
Bueno, solamente tratar de confiar en Dios que las cosas van a estar bien, ¿sabes? Eso son cosas de béisbol, los fallos y la mala racha. Yo creo que las cosas buenas van a venir, así como para todos los otros muchachos.
Got a feeling if I'm about 10 minutes in and nobody's there, I'm just going to probably just cancel the whole thing.
Just continue to trust that anxiety, through this process. Trusting that things are going to get better and turn around.
I mean, like, cancel it all. Like, you don't want to show up. Fuck it. I don't care. Everybody's like, tag me, and then nobody shows.
Sam, yesterday it was a chaotic couple of hours leading up to the ball game where you found out your teammate Adley Rutschman was
Anyhow, so he's talking about this.
Hold on.
About Bet 365, where winning is everything. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the whole Extra Pregame Show. I'm your host, Rob.
Well. I usually try to come on here about 10 minutes early and give people a little bit of time to get in here. Welcome to Exposed TV. Welcome to where the rubber meets the road. I had something that I wanted to do today, and I decided that I was going to change the topic. Now, it's 6:01. Nobody's in here. I am going to tell you guys this. If this podcast doesn't work today, I'm most likely just going to end the podcast. I know people got lives, but if you can't find time to come in and show a little love, show a little support to somebody who's supposed to be a friend and family to you, then I'm good. So, with that being said, I changed it to today we were going to talk about presidents, good ones, bad ones. Does the president work for the people anymore, or can we do without a president? If people say, yeah, we can do without a president, then how? If we cannot do without a president, then how? So there was lots of questions to be answered, but I decided after something had happened to me today that I'm just going to change because I think it's a very important topic. How do we combat hate without hate? And it's going to be a great podcast and have a real good conversation about this. I am here. Are you here? I am here. So I changed the topic to how to combat hate without hate. Can we do it? Is there a way to do it? Can we not do it? How do you combat hate with hate? Do you combat hate with love? Because I don't necessarily agree with that particular statement. So if you would like to join the screen, you can. That's all right with me. I tried to put the link on here to allow you to go, but it keeps rejecting my link. See, it keeps saying, YouTube rejected your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a link. You need to share the link in another way. So I'm not sure if anybody's in here that can go do the private chat. I have a private chat. There is a private chat section on here. I don't know if I have to mention you, which is okay. Let's see. Just to see if Patrick can tell me he got it. Use @ to mention someone to get their attention. All right. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but if you'd like to come up, I'll find another way to get you to come up. But is there a way? This is going to be very candid. So if this is something that is not right up your alley, yeah, I don't see it either. I see it on mine, but let's see if I can't tag you personally in there just to see if that works.
Third, lower utility fees for every Maryland ratepayer.
All right, so Patrick, I entered you into the private chat. Let me know if you see the private chat. If you do, up at the very, very top of that private chat is going to be the link. If somebody else shows up and they want to join in, we can do this. I'm a little disappointed at 6:05 and 40 people said they wanted to show up, and of course nobody's here. This is par for the course when it comes to me. So it's all good. Sometimes you find out who your friends are real fast. The ones who support you in the ones who don't. So, but I'm thankful for even one person in here. So, do you see that yet? It puts a link up top. Yeah, there's a link up there. If you want to hop on, you click that link and it'll take you somewhere and you just say enter and you'll enter the chat ASAP. That's if you want to. You don't necessarily have to do that at all. You're more than happy to be down at the bottom and keep commenting. So, but yeah, let's get into the subject matter. Says live. Yeah, that's it. If you're coming up, I'll wait. If not, that's cool. It's no big deal. I don't think I've ever actually heard your voice anyway. Patrick O'Neill. Yeah. It's probably over there somewhere. No, there it is. Hold on. I don't have anything that says you want to come up, so I'm looking for it because at the bottom it will say guests, and it does not have any guests.
It's a self-advocacy group that help people with intellectual disabilities and help them.
You can mute that.
And being a good
Went away for a minute. Sorry about that.
And others that have disability. You from Baltimore?
It's still rejecting it. My voice is fucked. I had surgery Thursday with. Oh, okay. So,
Getting treated well.
To be honest, Patrick, like 6:15ish, 6:20ish, ain't nobody in here. I'll probably just end the live and Exposed TV will just go away. I'm not going to keep putting in the effort. After a lot of things in my life the last couple of days, my give a fuck is busted. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to keep tagging people and, hey, tag me because I want to be there. And it's like, you don't show up at all. I had a sleep app put in. Oh, shit. But, I'm that guy who's expected to support everybody. Share this live. Share this and share that. Nah, won't be doing that much anymore. I'm glad you're all right, though. How was your VA appointment?
Had a chance to catch up with James McCann a little bit earlier, formerly of the Baltimore Orioles. So
that's where McCann went, boo. He went to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
And not in tonight's game or in any game that you're playing in, but great to see James McCann, former Baltimore Orioles. Craig Albanese had a chance to speak today to the media like he does every day, and he talked about tonight's starting pitcher.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it, bro. Like, we did have a live earlier today where I was doing a test live, and a couple people they were on for about 2.5 hours, but that was earlier today. It was just a test run to put onto an app so people can come back later and they can come back later and catch up on the podcast. So, all right, fuck it. Let's just get into it a little bit. And of course, that's I got better things to do than to be on here and share wisdom. I'm just going to start blocking people that don't want to support me. And it's all right, man. I'm a hated person anyway. I might as well continue to be hated. So anyway, so here we go. How to combat hate without hate. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I don't think you can combat hate without hate. And I really don't think so. You can look at it in many different ways. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You give me the same energy I give you type shit. And it's hard for a man like me, especially because of my past, but you see all this hate coming towards you because of the color of your skin, and you're supposed to just sit back and take it and not. No, I'm not that guy. Yeah, that misunderstanding leads to the hatred. People have a blind hatred for me. It's been that way most of my life. I mean, even my dad had a hatred for me. My dad grew up all the time telling me I'm a piece of shit. I'll never amount to nothing. When I proved him wrong, he just hated me. Like there was no, the love faded fast with that guy, which is okay. I don't really give two-bit shits about him as a human being. Anyway, I actually haven't talked to him 13 years, and I don't have any intentions to talk to him. Same with my mom. My mom was more interested in men and drugs and what she could get out of life versus giving any of her kids any kind of life. She raised one kid barely, and that was my brother. And he don't even talk to her anymore. So it is what it is. But I just think that in the society we live in, it's a racist society. And what I mean by that is we've all just been inundated with white versus black versus Jewish versus Muslim versus this. It's a constant in and out of hatred that it's constantly in our faces. And it's hard because you yourself want to stay away from any of that stuff. Like white is a label. And yes, exactly. And you're now a label. You're now white. You're not just a human being. You're now a label. And people have this fascination with labeling people because that label puts you in a box that you don't really belong in. Some people belong in that box. Most do not. But you're already in that box. Now people see you for what other people see you for without taking the time to get to know you. It's scientifically proven that it poisons your system. I wouldn't doubt it. But can we, how do you combat hatred towards you for something you didn't do? Do you ignore it? Because some things I think you can ignore. Other things, it's hard to ignore when it's a constant thing. And social media has given people that platform to be hateful. Unless you're me, a white man, or another white man, we're not allowed to be hateful. But a black man can get on TikTok and talk about how evil a white man is. A Jewish man could get on here and talk about how evil white people are and blase. But when a white man turns around and gives it back, we're white supremacists. We're racist. We're unhuman. We're inhuman. You know what I mean? It never fails. So how did the white man become hated anyway? How does, you can look around and you can see hate groups. They're all but diminished. We've pretty much just diminished pretty much any hate group there is. And you had a president who was black for 2 terms. And without white people, you don't get that president. So how does that happen? But yet we're the most hated people on the face of this earth. It's everywhere. Like I struggle with this. Me and my wife we're just having a conversation. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. They want to fight hate with hate. They claim that white people hate, so they're fighting that hatred with that hatred. But then we give it back. It's a vicious cycle that's never going to end unless we stop it. But it can't just stop with one set of people. You understand what I'm saying? We can't just expect only white people or only black people or only Jewish people or only Hispanic people to quit their version of hatred, and then nobody else is allowed to come in and, show any kind of hatred. It's just not allowed to happen. So if you allow one group of people or force one group of people, shouldn't say allowed, you force one group of people to no longer be hateful, it seems that everybody else piles on their hate for that group of people that are no longer hateful. And it doesn't make sense to me. So you guys wanted all of these things in life from the white man, and the white man has over years and years and years has gotten rid of his stigmas, and now we're the most hated people on the face of the earth. For what? A lot of people would say Jewish people are the most hated people on the face of the earth, but I think, especially Zionists, they have earned that. But there's somebody else in here. I don't know if they're just coming in to peep, or they're actually going to say hi, what's up. But you just can't expect yeah, I mean that's where we're at though, bro. But here's the thing. You have people that are brain dead people. Like, they really are sheeple. And I believe that's about 70% of the world. Like, they just follow with what they're told to do. They don't think for themselves. And that's where the division at. It's in people's brains. You can say all the divisional things you want to say. You can say all the hateful things you want to say. You can try to pin each other against each other. But if the people themselves don't fall for it, then it doesn't work. And let's just be honest. A lot of people fell for it. I believe the blacks fell for it hand and foot. I think Black Lives Matter has emboldened black people to be extremely hateful to people who once were hateful to them and have changed. And now what do you do? Like, I seen after a lot of this stuff happened with the high school kid being, stabbed, with the girl on the train here in North Carolina being stabbed, that white people have had enough. And then you start speaking up about it. Oh, you can't do that. You're a white supremacist. I've never understood how that can possibly be. But yeah, you can't fight hatred with hatred. It don't work, because it's a vicious cycle. But when one group of people decide that their hatred is done, they no longer want to hate, but the others continue their hate, that person or that group of people now says, why did I quit hating? What was the reason to quit hating? And I struggle with that constantly. Like, I've seen more hate comes my way as a changed man than I did when I was not a changed man. Like, the hate and the disrespect have found its way a whole ton more to me. Yeah, I think Obama was a big perpetrator of the division in this country. I really do. But the thing is, if you really look at Obama's presidency, he didn't really fight for black people. I didn't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention, but I couldn't stand the man. If you're going to come in here as a black president and say you're going to do this for black folks, then do it. I don't have any issue with that whatsoever. Like, if there's a wrong that needs corrected, then correct it. I don't feel that it's a bad thing to correct a wrong in any way, shape, or form. So,
like right now, no, we're just trying to, still find our identity, and
well, I said that we would be 20 minutes in, and I still have nobody. So this is the last you're going to hear of Exposed TV. If those friends that constantly want to tag don't show up, then I can't tell them what to do anymore. It is what it is. So I'm gonna end this because Patrick has left too. I'm going to end this, and that's it. Goodbye from Exposed TV.
anytime you're winning,
Sorry.
It's par for the course.